Well, I guess we can get started.
The only change I had to the agenda was Garrett's not coming in tonight.
Okay. Yeah, so the first thing on the agenda is to ask if there's any change to the agenda and just striking the 6:30 Garrett Walski ambulance director off and probably be at our next meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Any other additions? If not, we're gonna go to the public comment section.
She's here
And-
for just the rec stuff.
Okay. Seeing no one from the public is here for comments, we'll go on, we'll pause here and let the chair take over.
Hey, Dee.
Sorry, I'm late.
No problem, Dee. So the 6:30's stricken off. And that's the only other change, and we just went through the public comment, there's nobody here.
Public comment?
We may want to do Margot first, seeing she's here now.
You ready for me?
We're ready.
Okay. So I wanted to sort of go over a project that we would like to roll out this fall. Before that, I just want to mention our grand opening for the playground in the dog park is next Friday. We would love to have you there if you could come, just hang out with us for a while. We are going to complete the mural that's hanging on the rec shed, so we want people to put their handprints on the mural, so if you would like to come do that. And the committee also talked me into doing an official ribbon cutting, so if anyone would like come to hold the ribbon for us to cut, that would be great. We could, Phil, I know you like to hold the ribbon for Kate, right? To cut the done part. So yeah, we need a few people to hold our ribbons to officially
So that's
cut.
not this Friday, it's
Not
the
this Friday,
following.
next Friday the 26th. So I just wanted to put that out there.
What time?
5 o'clock. I do have the flyer here too, I'll leave that for you. That's the but I wanted to talk about a project that we've actually been, the committee and I have been talking about for like 2 years, honestly. Devaney Wolf has really been the driving force behind it. As a soccer coach, she's talked a lot about a soccer kick wall. And I have a couple pictures if you guys are unfamiliar with a kick wall, but it's literally just a wall. This is one that's painted. But it's literally just a wall that is mounted into the ground on the edge of the field. It's meant to just help with skill work, so
Yeah.
rebounding and other skills. Some of them will have like targets on them for shooting drills, stuff like that. So we applied for a small grant, we didn't get it. But we would like to potentially just move forward with the project and maybe just ask for a few small donations. We priced out the project for all the materials. It only comes out to about just under $580 for everything. So we thought there might be some local contractors that maybe would be willing to donate some of the materials for it. So I just wanted to kind of share that with you. One, get your approval of it, and two, talk about the location. So I also have this, again, this was Devaney's suggestion. She circled the 2 areas that she thinks would be the best locations. So kind of on either end of the field. This one I really like because the other part of this kick wall is to, like that one is painted, we would like to put a mural on it of some sort. So this one would face 105. So you would be able to see that artwork better, if that makes sense. Yeah, so it would face that way. They would kick onto the wall, but then, you would see the artwork.
Where is this?
I just pulled that off the internet.
Oh, I thought it was like.
No, I literally just pulled them off the internet, just for reference.
No, it's
We do have a lot of walls that we probably could.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of walls that we could just use. Well, we do.
There's 6 3/4. Yeah, we have 15 of them.
Hey, if that works, So I just wanted to get
Where's the
hopefully approval of that, the location, if either of those are a preference
Wait, no, this one.
that you guys would prefer.
I think you just need to call
Then
it
the
Big
face
Safe,
would be-
if they say, regardless of which one
Okay.
it is.
Yeah.
Regardless,
Yep.
okay. And then,
Margot, one thing I wonder about with that, if it's the one you prefer
yeah,
on the back of the field, if that would be less of a distraction if there are
I don't know,
people
the
on
king is here
the,
or something.
on the basketball court or that area. I'm assuming that would be it, if they're kicking against it. it'd
oh,
be
you mean
the
this one
noise.
here?
Yeah,
Oh, this one, they're gonna be kicking kind of towards the basketball?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
well,
Yeah,
that and just the noise, is it, how
Right.
noisy is it?
it probably would be noisy,
I
yeah.
wonder if that one,
So this one you think would be
probably-
better?
Would you be open for a different suggestion?
Yeah, yeah,
I'm just throwing this out,
it's fine.
and that is that, in the past, I built them, and we've taken, 6x6s,
Mm-hmm,
put them up like this,
mm-hmm,
put a sheet of plywood on them, and we actually left them as a teepee
okay.
instead, because that's a flat wall.
Right,
They kick like this, where this way, you know, by having it so that it was adjustable, so to speak,
okay,
you can move them around,
uh-huh,
because you could go, 4x8s,
okay,
4 foot this way, 8 foot that way,
yeah,
but then when you're kicking the ball, it's coming back up into the air, so
right,
that you're able to chest it and do different skills.
okay.
Remember, we,
I've seen
We used
these,
to play at VTC together.
well, no, I played baseball, he played
Oh,
soccer,
sorry, I thought you
yeah,
played
yeah.
together.
I was gonna say, I've seen these before.
and I think I made them when we were up in Richford for the summer games.
Yeah.
But it was just something where you could take them, and then from there, they were kind of portable. You could still paint on them, do whatever you
Okay,
want.
so they're not in the ground, like this one's in the ground, that
No,
would.
you're able to move them around. And the thing is that they're not gonna fall over either.
Okay, that was gonna be my next question, is, okay,
They're not falling over.
So you got a
Okay.
leg on the backside or something?
Well, it's, you got.
You got two sides, right?
Yeah, you got two sides.
You can practice on two sides.
oh, interesting,
And then the other thing is that depending on where those.
Like an A-frame.
Like an A-frame?
It's like an
okay.
A-frame.
Yeah, okay, now I see where you're
Oh.
going with it.
And
so
then-
they're
do they-
still 8 feet high?
Like a
they're
sandwich
still,
board.
they're still 8 feet
Oh,
high.
interesting, okay,
And then the other thing is that, when you kind of put them in the ground, I mean, granted, I don't know, throw it out there, you're 18 yards out, you're kicking a ball, and you miss the whole thing,
no, I know,
it's
Right.
another 18 yards
yeah. You
on
gotta
the
go
other
get
side.
it.
And, so that kind of makes a factor as to where you put them, because like in North Country, we had a set of trees in the back, so
Yeah,
you didn't have to run too far.
Yeah.
okay,
But I'm
okay,
just throwing it out. It's,
yeah,
and it'd be fairly inexpensive.
okay, right, okay,
And
That's
we can
interesting.
do, we can do a promo type
right,
and
just try it and see, yeah.
throw one
That way
up.
we're not putting anything in the ground and seeing
Right.
if it works, yeah, okay. And then we could paint on both sides,
And you can paint on both sides.
okay. That's,
So are both sides TP'd out,
Yeah.
or is one?
No, it's just
No,
like,
no, both sides
it's
are
like a
TP.
sandwich board.
So what
Because I
keeps
just
them
thinking,
from,
so, and I'm not a soccer guy, and I'm not, but I didn't know, wouldn't you want one side flat to like what Margot said, like rebounding back, or do you?
Don't
is
worry,
it-
they come back.
I knew, I wasn't sure,
Oh, yeah.
like, if it's at an angle, if it would shoot up in the, you know what I mean?
It's
Like,
still gonna shoot up in the air, but it's coming
still
back at
rebounds
you.
back at you, as long as you're
Yeah.
hitting them.
I guess
Try one.
probably better for training.
I don't know, that's,
And you can do drills on both sides.
Right.
yeah.
Okay,
could one be straighter? Yeah.
That's what I was
I
wondering.
mean, you can put the one in the center straighter than they do the two outer ones, but,
oh, right.
you know,
the
you're
angle.
able to,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay,
If you get creative,
sounds
you
like
can
he
make it
has a
adjustable.
plan.
Yeah,
That's what they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, I mean, it's not a fixed unit, it's gonna be a rotating pin up on the top,
I gotta see
well, pivot,
But that's okay.
and then from there, all you do is just,
Send sort of like
You
a
just pick 'em
sandwich
up.
I've
board.
never seen them like that, so that's
That's what
interesting,
Phil said, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
sandwich board.
So
cause then from there you make,
Yeah.
are
after
they
that,
stable?
oh yeah.
So they don't fold up?
Well, they're 4 by
They
8.
could,
4
they
by
could,
8
they
or
could
4 by
fold up
16.
if you needed to move them.
you probably got a frame with 2x4s on the bottoms.
All you do is just, well, I'm thinking 6x6s. I mean, excuse me, 4x4s.
Again,
4 by 4.
We're going 4x4s.
yeah, you got at least move them.
Yeah,
4 by 8, you said?
yeah, 4x8 sheets. And then from there, all you do is just cut out for handles. And
You know, one
Couple-
side.
well,
and a
Oh, so
couple
you use
wheels.
4 by 8 sheets of, okay.
plywood,
But
Oh, okay.
So it'd be like
Because the
this.
way we were,
Just like this.
just like this.
yeah, because cause the way we were looking at how they've been built in the past, they use literally like decking,
Yeah.
like
So when I
pieces.
just looked at
Like,
them,
Yes.
like
Pinterest,
planks.
most of them are all, yeah, like regular,
Like pressure treated?
like deck-
Pressure treated decking boards, all like stacked,
No.
made into a
I
wall.
don't know why,
Oh, interesting.
why would we make, like you said, if you had it in 4x8, you put the whole sheet right on it.
Yeah.
That'd be easier to paint.
Yeah, like put a couple wheels on the bottom. You know what I mean?
Oh, come on. They're young kids. We used to carry them around.
Not everybody get hurt.
Get hurt.
That was just
What
like
do you
the,
play in
just
soccer
like the
for?
goalpost, and the coaches made, okay, go move that goal to over there. Yeah, I remember that.
Okay.
What size were you thinking, Margot?
Well, this, when we had priced it out, it was 8 feet high and then like 12 feet wide.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
what we were thinking in terms of a full wall.
And that's what it would be.
It would be
Yeah.
that big?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay. I just have to picture it 'cause I haven't actually seen these. But, okay. I mean, that might save us the chance of not mounting it in the ground, so. Okay.
Because that way they're just portables. I mean, you just,
They're more, yeah, and you can move them as
they
needed.
can move them when you want.
Okay.
Just bring some muscles. Six sheets of plywood.
Right.
Yeah.
I like the wheel one. Can't you put them on casters?
Yeah, see, huh?
Yeah,
Billy Joe
gears.
likes the wheel idea.
Yeah, I do like the wheel idea. When is that heavy?
You got young kids.
Some of them are tiny.
They want to play.
You tell Kanan he has to
He's
pick
not
that
gonna be able
up.
to pick that up, that poor little fella.
He's not gonna pick it up, but he'll play. He'll kick the ball.
Had wheels on it, he could just hold one side.
I mean, these are young kids. These aren't high school kids. Keep
You
in
can
mind.
even put a handle on each side.
They
Well,
work-
we do have middle schoolers that play on this
Yeah.
field. They
Okay.
can practice on this field.
So not just tops.
Not so much the high school, no, but it does go up to middle school here. That will practice. So yeah. Okay. Well, let me bring this back to, like I said, Debbie was really the driving force behind this. So let me bring it back to the committee and we'll decide. But I like that idea. I don't dislike it. I've just never seen one like that, so it's kind of cool. But okay, cool.
I don't know anything about soccer, so I can't tell you.
You don't? You have soccer player?
Anybody
You
else
were
or
basketball.
anything else to that? Okay. Can I just ask real quick while I'm here about the canoe and kayak program? Are we still kind of,
We should executive that.
okay.
Okay, I'll move to executive.
I'll second.
Been moved to go in, go into executive for, discussions.
Yeah, I get that. It's
Dis-
not personnel kind
discussion. Yeah, discussions that
of
are
that way.
not to be public, yeah. I guess. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Looks like after that, we just got minutes.
Right.
Sounds good to me. See how we got AC today.
You're down there, you wanted to see the new band going on.
I just want to see what's going on.
Popcorn chicken.
Are they doing anything with that bandstand?
There's a committee.
There's a committee, but we'll chit chat about that after.
Yeah, because
They're having music in the park tonight.
Yeah, but there's
to do
music
like
in the park.
Montgomery, as Charlie was saying, Montgomery's pavilion has an upstairs.
Yes,
It's like,
and the thing
if you're
is,
gonna build something, let's build something that's useful for the whole community, different ways
So
than
that
just a
should probably
band.
be in here too, huh?
And it's undercover.
Yeah, I just thought of that. Something. They're gonna want that.
if you guys got the time, because they're gonna meet during the day. And it was like, hour.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, Joey.
I got a grant contract that needs Dean's signature, I guess. That's for grants need work for next year, for 2025. We signed the letter of intent back in April. This is the fall. For doing ditching and stone lining and that type of stuff for these hydrologically connected segments that are old. Things we've been doing for 2 years now, so. Yeah, date, signature, name, title.
No problems with the storms over the weekend, type of thing.
Yeah, we just had one road, McGowan Road, that got washed out. I think it's because the beaver dam up in the woods let go, or maybe more than one. Because it was the only road that really, we had a couple other minor things here and there, but.
What happened on Tyler Branch there? I watched that a little bit last week.
No,
Like
no,
river.
that's just something we were doing anyway, so
Oh,
it had been sliding near the bank, so it put some
Yeah.
riprap in the shoulder there.
Cool.
Yeah, so, yeah, there's beaver ponds between Longy Bridge Road and Water Neighborhood at the top of the hill, actually, so. And the brook all lays towards Longy Bridge Road, so it could have been a lot worse. Took out a pretty good section of the road and plugged up some culverts. We got it back together.
Better in some areas, huh?
Yeah, or we got lucky again. Compared to
Compared to a lot of
Barry and
places.
Montpelier and Stowe and
Lindenville.
south of us,
Yeah.
south and east. Again. That's kind of a, so I guess the only other thing to talk about out of executive would be the grader. I know we talked last time, and you kind of agreed to get the grader and stuff, but kind of was undecisive on whether to trade the old grader or not, or what we should do. Since we've had that work done with the turbo, we're not using as, I did put some oil in it the other day, but it's not using like it was for sure. It was 2 quarts a day, pretty steady there, but now it isn't, so I think that's, still makes a little knocking noise, ticking noise, and it's cold in the morning, but I think maybe it could be as easy as the valves need to be adjusted. And it does have a tendency to overheat. I was using it today, and it didn't get up into the red, but it was high in the green, so it's still doing that. But I wonder if we shouldn't just keep the thing for get that boom mower. That's a pretty valuable tool. But I know you talked there to get
You
the
could probably
tractor.
rent it out to some local farmers.
Probably.
You
I
wanna,
always sell it later.
you wanna wait another 3 months when it starts to cool down a little bit and see if she heats up on you?
It won't heat up on a cold day. It doesn't seem to bother on a cold day. You know, in the spring and in the fall, it doesn't bother. A day like today, it does.
Yeah.
A lot of things
And it-
bother today.
Yeah, it was hot today, no doubt. But wasn't really working it real hard today either. But it's been doing that now for 2 or 3 years, and we've drained the inside, flushed it, filled it back up, cleaned the outside. But maybe we need to actually like drain the thing out, take it right out. I was talking to Dean the other day, take it right out of the grader and really give it a super clean. United has said sometimes they just see just a matter of replacing the radiator, but that's probably $1,400-1,500 just to do that, just for the radiator, probably easily. But if we didn't use it all the time and we kept it for the boom mower basically, and having the extra blade, the extra grader when we could use it, maybe in the springtime, if it worked out, then most of the time when we cut brush with that thing is in the winter time. Because that's when it works the best, when there's not a lot of snow and the leaves are gone.
You can see what you're
And you
doing.
can see better, you can see the stones, you can see the fences, and you can see a little better. So, I don't know. I hate to say that and then have the motor blow up a month after we have it, but
Well, I wasn't at that meeting, but I thought it was kind of a lowball offer for a trade. It's one of these things that, you know, it's not a payloader where you're gonna use it 12 months of the year.
yeah,
So it's a smaller clientele.
yeah.
It's gonna
Yeah,
be
because
resold to or whatever.
50 with the grader with the wing, and then they'd give another 12 if we left the mower on. If we don't trade, they'll take 5 off the new one, so basically the new one will cost 57,000 more than, I don't even remember what the number was exactly there now.
But to replace that boom is gonna be, to find a way to replace it, it's gonna be a lot more than
I wouldn't,
57,000.
yeah, I don't know, what would it be? I mean, they had mentioned, well, taking the mower off the grader and then mounting it to a tractor, you could, but the kit was bought to fit like a 200 horse John Deere tractor. And it was all cut and refabricated to fit the grader, so
now it's not
we
gonna
basically
fit.
would just probably end up buying another attachment kit in order to do that. And
That's way easier.
put a wing on that new grader is like 23,000. We got a perfectly good one that goes with this grader.
Yeah.
And it's either have that on or the mower on, and we haven't had the wing on that grader in at least 6 years, probably 5-6 years at least. Because we've got the boom mower on there, and it's more valuable to go out and cut brush with that thing long term than it is to wing banks. Just they're gonna melt in June, unless you need to. I mean, if you gotta do it
you need
to get it out of the ditches or to make room for the next storm, well, that's what you gotta do. But we haven't had that much of a winter there the last few years, so we've just done it with trucks.
So if you did wait like a year or whatever, how much do you think you could sell it outright for?
I don't know.
Would it be about the same as a trade, or would it be more?
It's hard to
Hard to
say.
tell.
Yeah, it's like Larry said, there's not such a clientele
Yeah.
for something of that sort. The bucket loader, every farm around could use one.
Yeah.
Or there's construction guys that could use one. Backhoe, excavator would be the same way. The trucks are kind of the same way because everybody uses trucks, but graders not so much.
So the trade isn't really that bad then, considering, like the clientele or who would,
Yeah, they're not really giving a huge amount of money for it.
The value should be higher than that because even us with buying used tractors that are very old and stuff, the market is way hot. It's hard to buy anything out there.
I'm sure they'd be trying to get 80 for that thing at
Oh.
least, probably
Oh, wow.
maybe more than that. I don't know what they would be doing, but
Will that wing fit on the new grader?
the wing, the blade itself would fit, but the attachments won't. That's what they told me.
Yeah.
And if he gets the grader, he really wants the wing, or else he's gotta buy a wing to put on this grader, just because he said that's a good selling point to sell to another town. Not so much the mower, but the wing, and a grader with a wing. Or sell to a town or sell to a logging outfit or whatever. it
So
may be.
they're talking like a side wing that goes down to plow like a snowbank back or something.
Yeah, just shelving banks and stuff
Yeah,
like that,
yeah.
which we've got for that grader, yeah.
Yeah. Haven't had to use it the last couple of winters.
Right.
But it might be a time.
It's either that, or you either got that on, or you got the mower on, as you can't have both.
Yeah.
It's because it sits in the same place, so.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's more valuable to go out and cut brush, last longer, you get more out of it than just bringing snowbanks. But who knows, this next winter might be one where, I've seen times years ago, we shelf our banks with the grader like 3 times in a winter.
Yeah.
And the last time it's like, wow, it kind of lets up because we can't push it anymore.
Yeah. Well, it gives you
Yeah,
the
it usually
ability
does.
where you might end up having to rent something to do this job, and it's like you got it.
Yeah,
And
I can remember probably 20 years ago, or a little better, that it was after the weekend after muzzleloader season, we were out shelving banks with the grader because we got so much snow in December. The rest of the year was kind of calm and quiet, but
yeah.
I went up to Hidden Heights there with a bucket loader because I couldn't even do it with a grader because the road was so narrow. And,
Yeah. Get it out of there.
so you don't know. I don't know what we're getting for weather, is what's going to be the new norm, and it's going to keep getting less and less as it goes on, or if it's just a little phase you're going through and they'll be back into reality, or what.
Yeah, it'd be feast or famine probably.
Yeah,
We'll have it, and then you have the mother of all storms.
yeah. And that motor, I mean, you could put a reman motor in it if it did go bad, which I'm not really sure what that would cost, but you could have that one rebuilt too. You want somebody local probably to do it, not like the United guys, because they get good money an hour. Just a thought.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good thought, but it's just too bad to give up that mower. Because you would need to get a tractor and a boom mower short term, because it don't take long for that brush to start getting out of control there. You mow the stuff down in 1 year even, I mean, it comes back like this high, so.
I'm just doing what you did recently.
Yeah,
Just
just
put some
little
time on that
putter
and the
around.
value of that. And it ain't gonna take long to get you to $50,000.
Right.
Not too many years.
Yeah, if you started counting up how much, you know, what the value of that is per hour to go out and do that kind of work, it wouldn't take long. No.
What's it gonna cost Larry to buy a used 150, 200 horse tractor?
You're in six digit number.
Yeah.
Well, you guys can split the difference.
Then you gotta put a $50,000 plus mower on it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're,
I know these guys
It's
that
$150,000
have them,
$200,000
right.
they
for a
rent them
setup
out.
like that. Yeah.
After they rent them out for a few years, they sell them, you know, so down the road, maybe that's the answer.
You know what I saw when I went to New Hampshire? You know how our payloaders, we can put an attachment on front there for defacing there?
Yeah,
They got them for brush too.
yeah, the state
Yeah,
of
that's-
Vermont's got one somewhere, so I
Yeah.
haven't ever seen it.
I'm
but
like,
I heard
oh,
they've got
says,
one.
we can put a rig like that on our own payloader.
Yeah,
But,
I think it's a
I'm
self-contained
we're-
unit, it's got its own
sure
engine.
They don't give it
and-
away either, but I like the ability of yours though, because it can angle and go out and then go up.
Yeah,
This one was basically just there.
yeah.
Okay.
So that would change, I mean, I don't know if we get the new grader and go through John Deere Financial again, is that what you would be doing probably? So we did
That's what we
before?
did before. We leased it.
I don't know what the payment would be per month. Are they like your other loans, bank loans, just the first one's not due for a year?
Typically, we'd have to ask, make sure things haven't changed.
Do they have a better deal if we go through John Deere Financial or if we go through our own financing?
I don't know.
I can call and see what they have for financing. You'd have to let me know the amount.
Yeah. I've been working on him here a little bit there because we always use the carbide cutting edges on it, and it comes in just a standard blade, and that's like $5,000 worth. He said, well, he would split the cost. Like, it'll work out a little bit better, yeah.
Yeah, it lasts twice as long. It's the kind of like the new choppers get different shear bars like that, and you get that other one, top notch one, it lasts 2 years versus one.
Right, same thing.
So and you don't pay double for it, but
Yeah,
you still pay a little bit more.
yeah. Yeah, so I guess if you feel it's safe to try to, if we want to keep that thing.
So
we
you're
keep-
saying keep it, but still buy a new one?
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay, it's just,
I guess, if that's
because I
still
wasn't
what you want to do.
sure if you were trying to like keep it and then check again next year, or if I'm supposed to be looking now, so that's,
No.
I'm just trying for
Yeah.
clarity.
I think if that's what's still the road you wanna go down, because we're kinda talking grader, started talking more about grader because the truck's a year and a half out. So it's kinda swapping places.
Yeah.
The grader's not due for 2 years, but the truck probably ain't gonna be here for 2 years, a year and a
Yeah.
half at least, so.
Do you have room to park them both?
The cold storage, we gotta get rid of some stuff out there anyways, so we could probably at least back it in. Part way, at least in there, get it at the motor area, undercover cab area. It's just if we trade it, we're gonna need to get a tractor or something fairly soon, I mean, within a year, I would say.
Yeah.
And maybe that's, correct me if I'm wrong, but maybe that's the answer, was just, then you gotta go and spend another, what would it be, 100,000, you said, for a tractor, anyways.
Yeah, they're not cheap. Some of
And
those
if you
smaller
gotta-
compact ones, the price they're more common to other than just farmers, so it's a high priced item because they can move them.
Yeah, and if it's got a mower on it, it's probably another, like you said, 50 or whatever, so.
Yeah.
Could easily spend $150,000 probably on a tractor and a good mowing setup now. And maybe that's the answer down the road, but for now, maybe it's keep keep this one.
Yeah, down the road, you can always look, you know, the markets might move and there might be something available on a sale or something.
Yeah. When we talked to the state contract or the state auctions that they have here, sometimes they sell stuff. You can find the right one.
Yeah, I bet you they would have tractors there too, because they're always on, like, see them on the sides of the roads right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if they lease those tractors out or if they own them, and
I think a lot of it now they contract out. So
Yeah, that's
somebody
good.
else owns it.
yeah, you know, when you see that vehicle on the interstate parked in there, it always it says something like landscaping or something.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's not state, that's not V-Trans, you know.
Yeah.
Somebody else is running yeah, that's probably what it is.
But I know these other, there used to be like Tenco out of Barrie and stuff, they would have a tractor that they'd run out to towns every year.
Yeah.
Lease it to, you know, this town for a month and then that town for a month or whatever. And then after they do that for a few years, they're looking to sell them, you know, and then give them the upgrade. But
Do we need a motion to keep the current? No.
No.
Okay.
And I think we gave you, did we give you permission to go to get the new grader last time, right?
yeah, I think so, pretty much. That's
Good.
the best way it was. Just I wanted to work out some more details and find out some, and wanted a little time with this grader now, because it was shortly after they had changed the turbo, and I was telling you, I said I hadn't put any oil in it there for a day or two since they'd done that, but I wanted to run it a little bit to see if that was gonna be the trend or if that was just a little hiccup. But like I said, it's still got a little knocking noise, ticking noise when it's cold. Still warms up, but I think if you're not really working the hell out of it all day, every day, you know, it's,
So does the new one have DEF,
yeah,
and this one does not?
no.
It'd be nice to have a backup one anyways.
Yeah, you never know if something needs, even if it's under warranty, you can't use it because it has to get in there and get work.
I went and borrowed Bakersfield last spring here because this one was broke down there with a water pump, whatever there. So,
Yeah.
and they were trying to sell theirs. I don't know if they have yet or not. Their own one.
Okay. There, so you good on the grader?
Yep.
Okay. Is everything else for executive doing?
I think so. Yeah.
I'll move for executive.
The personnel, or,
Yeah.
okay.
Been moved and seconded to go into executive for personnel discussions. Any discussion? Everybody in favor, say aye.
Bye.
Aye.
All opposed? We're in executive at 6:52. And then we're